Sir, would you be interested in answering what's the biggest social problem in America today?
I'm visiting.
That's the biggest social problem?
Well, usually I live in another country.
Oh, you live in another country? Oh, welcome. Glad we got friendly people coming here.
What did he say?
I don't know. Oh, he's coming back.
Coming back. That's great.
But yeah, I'd like to answer.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What do you, my name's Matt, by the way.
No, I don't want any of that.
Oh,
What?
Turn that the other way.
We're doing interviews on camera.
Yeah, that's the whole point. I mean,
So
if you want to answer it,
then we can.
you can answer it. We'll film it.
We're
But if
just
not,
asking one question: what's the biggest social problem in America today?
Social problem?
Yes, sir.
I think your illegal immigration is a big problem.
How does that relate to a social? Like you think it's a problem people coming in illegally, or do you think it's a problem we're not letting them in? What do you mean by that?
That's not a very straight question. It's very hard to answer. I would say that the biggest problem is that you have no control over your borders. I live in a country that is isolated from the rest of the world. We have rules. People just don't arrive and say we want to stay here or want to come here. You know where New Zealand is?
I know where it is. Yeah, just up above Australia.
Oh, down below Australia.
Down below Australia.
And to the east and side and south. But we have laws. It seems that you don't have the laws that people obey. It seems that there's half the country does and half the country doesn't.
I agree with you. I want to build the wall, and I want to figure out.
Oh, you do want to build
I do want to build the wall. Absolutely.
Turn on your mic,
I
Cut.
think you should.
I want to build the wall, and I also don't think we should just stop at that. I think we should also vet people more when they come to the country to make sure they're not a safety hazard.
That as well. If they get in legally, sure, you should have a process that does vet people. But if people come in here illegally, how the hell are you going to vet them? They're here. And your system is so corrupt.
Yeah, they say there's about 20 million here right now illegal.
I would say there's more than 20 million. I know a little bit about this country. My father was from here. Yeah, I'd say there's well over 20 million. And the trouble is that there's nothing you can do about, not much you can do about the ones that are already here. But you can certainly do something about the ones that are determined to get here, come hell or high water, and to hell with your laws. And nobody's supporting your laws. Nobody's, you know, the Democrats, you listen to Clinton, Obama, even Pelosi and Chuck Schumer, all of those people were for building a wall and having strong border security.
Yeah.
And yet today, because Trump's in power, they say, no, we didn't mean that.
It's weird too because the last two administrations said there was a border. Last three administrations said there was a border crisis. They didn't do anything about it.
That's exactly right. And you know, Trump did miss out. I mean, I don't like.
And Chuck Schumer said to build a wall, and now that Trump's in, he doesn't want to build a wall. So it's all political garbage.
Political shit.
Yes.
And unfortunately, when Trump did get in, he did promise to build a wall. But when he got in, and he had control of the House and Congress. He should have done something about it, didn't he? And I think that Trump, I don't like the person personally,
Right.
but I think what he's doing for this country is well needed.
Yeah.
My father was born here in 1918, and he would roll over in his grave if he saw what's going on here in this country. It's very sad. I'm very sad. I had two boys that were born here in Scottsdale, and I'm very sad for their future.
What is it that New Zealand does to that? Like, what kind of things do they do to make
Well,
sure?
we're isolated two islands, and I mean, everybody that arrives in the country arrives at the airport, and they have to have a visa. And
it's a little harder.
It's harder. I think that their vetting process at the airports and ports of entry are more stringent than over here. But at the same time, people can still go and overstay. But it's an easy place.
It's like 40% of them. So like they say about 58% of people that are coming into this country illegally are coming through Mexican border.
Well, yeah, and then the rest
42 is overstaying. So actually most of them are coming through the fact that we don't have proper border security.
I got a green card here a long, long time ago. And I had a friend from New Zealand who was deported because he didn't have a green card. And he was a good guy. He paid his taxes while he was here, and he was a very clean-cut guy.
Yeah.
But it just showed me how, I ironic this whole system is. It's just so corrupt.
People don't even know what's going on, though. A lot of people don't even
No,
know.
the average person doesn't. Do you know why? It's because of your news media, and I know you've heard this
Mainstream
before.
media, yeah.
It's so corrupt, it's
Fake
so
news.
left-leaning, it's so wrong. The average person
And they lie.
here, even my sons don't really, they don't watch the news very much because they're in their 20s,
Right.
but they don't really know what's going on because they only hear, if they turn the news on, they get NBC, ABC, CNN.
Orange man's bad. That's what they get.
Yeah.
Trump. Yeah. Trump's bad.
So,
Clinton's
so
good.
because of your media, it's only sending one message.
Now, is New Zealand, I'm not very educated on the government there, is New Zealand like a pro-gun nation?
We have no guns.
No guns. So do you think that could work here in America, no guns?
Too late. I mean, this is the Wild West.
Yeah,
No, it's too late. You can't unwind 150 years.
right.
In New Zealand, there's no guns. You can't have it. You can't own a handgun.
They can't get, so nobody has guns, or do
I
cops
had,
have guns?
when I lived there, I had a rifle to go hunting. I had a shotgun to go duck hunting. But no, you can't own. No, I didn't know anybody that owned a handgun. Our police don't carry guns.
That's interesting. And the murder rate pretty low?
Well, yeah, I think it's very low.
So, you know, in England, like you said, because sometimes it's too late. In England, they tried to do away with guns, period. They noticed that stabbings, knives,
Well, if
went
people
up.
are going to kill, they're going to kill.
Exactly,
Even
yeah.
with a fork.
Yeah.
Or poison, or drowning, or
What's the
whatever.
population there in New Zealand?
4.5 million.
4.5 million.
And Australia's got about 22 million, and the police
They
do
do.
carry guns.
They did gun confiscation there too. right?
Yeah, they did. They voluntary gun submission or give up guns. But people don't have guns. Not many anyway. The police do carry guns, so there are handguns in Australia, but none in New Zealand. And I think that it does. You know, it's always been that way. So you really can't compare it to the United States. What would happen
Yeah.
if you gave up guns?
Because I'm from New York originally, so the city alone is 11 million people. So they have more people than New Zealand has as a nation.
Yeah.
So to me, also 300 and something odd million people plus all the illegals here, it would be really hard for us to protect ourselves when we have an infiltration of illegals coming into this country with drugs, sex trafficking, and murder rates.
All of it.
Yeah.
And you know, another thing is too.
Just a different animal. We're comparing two different.
Totally different.
Yeah.
And you can look at a lot of European countries and see how they've done it. And you know, there's a lot of countries in Europe, you know, that don't either.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, the leftists have got into controlling a lot of these countries that they're allowing things to happen that we certainly wouldn't allow.
How do you keep the government in check in New Zealand? Because a lot of people who
No, I
don't
think
have
the people. I think the people
Yeah.
actually speak out. I think
like
the people
tyranny,
actually.
different.
I think the people actually. I was just talking about Australia yesterday. Actually, there's some stuff going on there at the moment that I can't understand why Australians are putting up with it. And I said to my friend who is from Australia, I said, well, why are the Aussies not in the streets, you know, protesting about it? And he said, it'll come, it'll happen.
takes time.
I think that in this country, if you
Kind of
took
like
away
in France. France is getting pissed off. over
well,
their-
I think a lot of European countries are going to. I mean, I was in Sweden recently, and I have friends there, and they're saying we're sick of it. And I said, well, why aren't you doing something about it? If you took away the gun, or tried to take away the guns here, it would result in a civil war.
Yeah, and this actually goes back to the original question. You answered it perfectly throughout this conversation. Is people don't speak up when there's a problem. They wait until it's almost too late. You know, going back and trying to get rid of guns. You can't do it. You can't do it, especially with the population here. It's a totally different animal than New Zealand. 4.5 million people to regulate versus 322 million. Very different. But the other thing is, you turn on the TV, mainstream media. It's all leftist. It's propaganda.
It's totally leftist. Everything is leaning towards giving the public misinformation. And poor old Fox News does their best, but I mean,
Once they're gone, everything's gone as far as.
but if you didn't have Fox News, do you know what I said to somebody recently? I said, wouldn't it be nice if one of these wealthy Republicans, or a few of them, will band together and buy a NBC or an ABC, and then put some really accurate news on for the people to see, to tune in to see.
The only real
They can't.
accurate news is C-SPAN, and that's because you're just watching.
The things as it happens.
Yeah, it's just boring. But there's really no news now. It's just kind of like it's a news analyst. It's a journalist who's trying. It's an entertainment almost. It's like entertainment.
It's extension of the Democratic Party. And unfortunately, if you try to take away the guns, how would people defend themselves against, say, a Democratic government getting back in power and making some ridiculous laws?
Oh, like Germany?
Yeah. And how would they defend themselves?
It's true. Yeah, it's
Like,
scary.
you go back to the 30s. I'm glad that America has guns. I'm certainly not a fan of violence, but I'm glad that they have guns, because then they can say, I'm going to defend my family
Right.
and my constitution, which is real.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you have
Constitution's the best thing we have here in the end.
It's the only thing you have.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, it was wisely put together, and I think that people should take more time to read it, read why it was created. You know, hundreds.
Especially the politicians. I think they might need to read it once in a while.
So much corruption. Anyway, I hope you haven't got me
sir.
on camera.
No, that was great. I thank you so much. I appreciate it. It was great talking to you.
Phenomenal.
Yeah,
Actually,
that was
phenomenal.
awesome.
Thank
Loved
you.
it. Thank you.